Steven Bergwijn scores for Tottenham as Spurs draw 1-1 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against Manchester United. Tottenham are now in 8th place in the Premier League, 6 points off the top 4. Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. Tonight is the night. Tottenham are back in Premier League action. Nearly 100 days since Tottenham last played in the Premier League. I've got to admit, I'm very nervous for tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. I feel excited, lots of different emotions. Tottenham just must get the win. We must get the 3 points tonight. If we win against Manchester United tonight, we will go 4 points away from Chelsea. We will go up to 6th place, only 1 point away from 5th place Manchester United. It is a must win. We have Harry Kane back. We have Steven Bergwijn back. We have Heung-min Son back. And we have Moussa Sissoko back. Those 4 key players. Of course, the last few competitive games that Tottenham played, we were really struggling for goals. So to have the likes of Heung-min Son and Harry Kane back is just a dream come true. Anyway, I am very confident for tonight. Of course, 3 months off. Mourinho has had chance to work with a lot of the players as well on the training pitches. I'm confident. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win. I expect, or I'm hoping that Heung-min Son will be on fire tonight and get both of the goals. Let's all hope and pray that Tottenham do get the 3 points. I've now got Spurs fan Lee with me. Lee, I've got a beer in my hand. Have you got one in yours?
Not at the moment. I'm just waiting for my Chinese to come.
Now, we are just, an hour and a half away from kick-off. Tottenham v Manchester United. Tottenham are unbeaten in the Premier League in the last 3 months. How are you feeling?
Yeah, that's such a great run, isn't it? It's the best we've had this season. So, yeah, feeling nervous but confident.
What do you think? What do you think the team lineup will be? Do you think Lo Celso will feature for Tottenham tonight?
I'm not sure because I haven't seen a lot of him. I thought he'd kind of been sort of held off a little bit. So I'm not 100% sure. I think on Ndombele's got to play, isn't he? To show off his new skills, his new silky physique. I
think we're all expecting a lot from him, aren't we?
I think so. I think, the time he's had off and everything and the personal work he's done with Mourinho has got to give us some hope that he's going to, shine and get even better. Because, like I say, as I've said to you previously, got a lot of potential, the lad. I think he's a really good prospect.
This really is a must-win game, though, Lee, isn't it? Certainly, if Tottenham want to get Champions League football, or indeed even Europa League football, it's a must-win.
Yeah, I think it's one of them now, and every game is a cup final. Every game is do or die. And I suppose a little bit will happen, depending on how our other games go. It might give us a bit of hope. If this one don't go our way, but, others do, then we can still have a bit of hope. But you want to go in it with a flourish, don't you? You want to come back and really just do the business and bang out them results right through to the end of the season.
Interesting fact for you, Tottenham have never won a competitive game in the month of June. So it's got to be, we've got to start that off today, haven't we?
How often do we play competitive games in June? Come on.
Well, the 1st of June, the last year.
Oh, well, all right. But, I just, everything's to play for today. I just don't think you can really predict anything. I don't think you can go by stats. I don't think you can go by what's happened in the past. I think really this is exceptional circumstances. I don't think anything like this has ever happened before. So it's all just, let's see what happens. I'm just excited to see if there has been any kind of improvement during the time off. What have they been doing as Mourinho spent time talking to them? Has he got his views across? Has he got his mythology into their heads? Has he built up their confidence? What's he been doing over this time? Because it doesn't just stop just because they're not been playing. He must have still been working together.
Surely, though, Lee, there must be improvements because those last few competitive games that we played were just awful. The results, the performances. Of course, now we've got Heung-min, Harry Kane and Moussa Sissoko back tonight. I'm sure every Tottenham fan, including myself, are expecting big things tonight. But will Tottenham deliver?
Well, in my heart, I still think it's a game for us tonight. I think we win. I think we'll win 2-1. I've got confidence in it. And to be fair, we couldn't have got a lot worse than we've been, could we? I mean, it don't get a lot worse than how we've been playing before the season sort of come to an abrupt end. So, hopefully it's going to come right for us. We've got to have some luck, surely.
Lee, where do you realistically see Tottenham finishing this season?
I think I spoke to you when I spoke to you the other week. I said 5th, and I think that's probably whereabouts will be. Sounds like my Chinese has just arrived.
Well, enjoy your night. Thank you very much, and come on, you Spurs.
Up the Spurs.
So I've now got Spurs fan Dean with me. Dean, the lineups have just come out. Lloris in goal, Serge Aurier, Davinson Sanchez, Eric Dyer, Ben Davies, Harry Winks, Moussa Sissoko, Eric Lamela, Steven Bergwijn, Heung-min Son and Harry Kane, the starting 11 for Tottenham. Now, talk us through that. What is going through Jose Mourinho's mind, leaving the likes of Toby Alderweireld and Tanguy Ndombele out of the starting lineup?
Well, I'd still think that he's got his doubts about on Ndombele. I think his fitness still isn't there. So maybe he'll come on for the last or the second half and maybe the last 35 minutes or something like that, change it around about the 60 minutes. The Toby and the Yan thing, I think he's trying to look at his back four that he's going to have. Because obviously we think Yan's going and I don't think Toby's going to be too far behind him. So I think he's trying to look at that first. But to be honest, it's not the game to be looking at that. You can't start a brand new sort of setup. All right, Sanchez has been in there a while, and Aurier worries me up against sort of Rashford and Martial, and so that's going to be a bit of a tight one. In the middle, Sissoko, like him. Winks, I think he's a bit lightweight, but he is quick. So if you've got Sonny out there as well, and you've got Bergwijn out there as well, so hopefully the speed is going to be there in the team. The bench doesn't look that good. I thought when I was looking at it, I thought, we're going to have quite a good bench. It don't look that good.
Well, Lo Celso's there, which will please a lot of Tottenham fans because we all want to see Lo Celso feature in this game, and of course during the rest of the season. But none of us predicted this lineup, did we? No,
and you are the king of prediction. I mean, a lot of people don't know. Obviously, watch your channel. When we go away, we play a game, right? Now, myself, Dave, your dad, we all think that you've got an inside line because you win it every time. And we're picking teams to think, yeah. And you come out with some so left field thing. You're going, where'd you get that from? No, come on. And that's the team. Every time. 11, if not 10. But yeah, so you are the king of that. But I wouldn't have picked that. I mean, I did say Dyer would be dropping in defence because I think that's where he's going to be. Davis, I did get. Aurier, I'd push further up. And Jaffet, obviously, he's not playing because I think he's done some... he's hurt his back or something.
Where's Lucas Moura?
Exactly. Hasn't even made the bench. That makes no sense.
A lot of us had him in the starting 11.
Yeah. I did too. I've probably got a bit of paper around here somewhere that when I sort of picked him, that's what I thought would be in there. But to not even make the bench, so is he ill? Is he the guy that possibly had to isolate? We don't know.
Dean, are you still confident for a win though? Because we really do need these 3 points tonight, don't we?
We do. The Arsenal game and the Sheffield United result, that helped us a bit. So it's not like it's got to be a win this one round, but we can draw this one because it did, like I say, the Arsenal did help. But to win and be able to sort of bounce up the league, I think we pick up to about 6th. So leapfrog, gets up into 6th.
Yeah,
it gives us a kick. It helps us. So we've got to go at it. We really have. So with a bit of luck, fingers crossed. It's going to be one of them looking through your fingers, and we could scrape a win, but right now yeah, draw possibly.
Fingers crossed indeed. Dean, I'll speak to you at half-time, and let's hope that we have scored a few goals by then.
Yeah, let's hope so. Go on, you Spurs.
So the game is just about to kick off live on Sky Sports. I must say that it just feels so weird not being there, seeing a empty Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I feel gutted not to be there, I really do. But they've done such a good job in putting all of the flags and the banners out. I am excited for this game, but I am surprised by Jose Mourinho's selection by not putting Toby Alderweireld at the back. For me, I think he's a lot better than Eric Dyer. I don't think it helps when you've got people like Roy Keane on there saying that Tottenham are still very weak. Yeah. Where's the Tottenham pundit on Sky Sports tonight? They're just about to kick off now. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Tottenham win with Sonny to get both goals. So come on, you Spurs! So 13 minutes gone now. The best chance Tottenham have had in the 8th minute. Eric Lamela had the ball, had a great opportunity to release the ball very quickly to Heung-min Son. He didn't. He delayed the pass. It didn't happen. Sonny would have been one-on-one with the goalkeeper. You know, it would have been a fantastic chance for us. Funny enough, legend Glenn Hoddle said in the last couple of days that there's a lot of Tottenham players in this squad and team that just do not release the ball quick enough, and that is half our problem. I think this season, that you just need to release the ball quickly, pass quickly, and create more chances. "22 minutes gone now. Hugo Lloris just had to make a good save with his left foot from Marcus Rashford. Very little going forward from Tottenham at this stage. Harry Kane, Heung-min Son haven't really been in the game so far. What a goal! Steven Bergwijn races right through. Hits it straight into the net. 1-0 Tottenham. Superb. Come on! Well, just when you think Manchester United have had all the attacking play, Tottenham score, Steven Bergwijn, what a goal. Just ran through, ran past the Manchester United defence, fired straight past David De Gea. Fantastic goal, 1-0 Tottenham. Come on, you Spurs. 31 minutes gone, so unlucky not to be 2-0. Steven Bergwijn crosses for a Heung-min Son header. And then David De Gea puts it over the crossbar. So unlucky not to be 2-0. So half-time, I've got Spurs fan Dean with me. Tottenham 1, Man United 0. Dean, what have you made of the first half?
I think we played quite well, actually. Sonny's done a lot of legwork. He must have run like the length of the pitch so many times. Tracking back all the time. He's doing so much defensive work down that our left-hand side. We could have been 2 or 3 up. If Sonny's had gone in, if Aurier remembered where the goal was again, we could have been 3 up. But they could have had a couple as well. They've got to get hold of Rashford and Martial. It's just that side worries me.
They do look very threatening going forward, but Tottenham have got the first goal and the only goal of the game so far. Steven Bergwijn bursting through the Manchester United defence. What did you make of his goal?
Yeah, when it first, I thought, he must be off, and then all of a sudden, obviously, he was in the second or third phase of play, so it couldn't have been. But yeah, he took it well. I mean, I think De Gea, he must be sort of fed up with himself because he had both hands on it. And that should have been a save, but you're cracking goal. We do look good. Lamela, that's a booking waiting to happen. It really
How
is.
has he not got a yellow?
I don't know, but that's yeah. So I reckon by the end of the game he'll have a yellow.
Or a red.
But yes, I might be not. But they're playing well. I think the defence is quite solid in the middle as well. We need a little bit more pace down on Davis's side, but Sonny's coming back to pick the ball up, and Kane hasn't done much.
Well,
You
I
know,
think going forward, Heung-min Son and Harry Kane haven't had that many chances. Of course, Sonny had that header that Steven Bergwijn crossed. Very unlucky not to score to put Spurs 2-0 up. But yeah, you're right. Harry Kane hasn't had a great deal to do, has he?
no, but obviously what he is creating them space, because obviously he's got a couple of players around him. So he's dragging Lindelof and all that all across the pitch, because that must be his job, and it leaves like the wide areas open for us. So that's why the crosses are coming in. So yeah, I think we will. I think we'll get another. Sergio put another cross in, and Harry will go up, and I think we'll get ahead of them there.
So you're happy with what you've seen so far, then, Dean?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think we've bossed this half. I'm just hoping we don't do what we normally do and go in and not sit down, have a chat about it, and come out totally bad. And obviously we've got these substitutes to make, and I keep looking at the bench, and it's not that good. I'm worried. That's the bit I'm worried about when we start making subs, when they start getting a little bit tired. That's what we're going to do to freshen it up. And there's not a lot there.
Well, it's nice to see a smile back on your face.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I am the grumpy one. But yeah, it's nice. I like, we like watching the Spurs, and we go all over the place to watch them. And again, it looks like it was chucking it down with rain there as well. So we didn't. And where I'd be sitting, I'd be getting wet.
Right, Dean, thank you very much. I'll speak to you about 80 minutes. See how we're getting on then.
We'll be free up by then.
I hope so. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, Spurs.
66th minute, Martial turns, shoots, and what a save by the Tottenham captain, Hugo Lloris. Absolutely fantastic. Lots of pressure, though, from Manchester United at the moment. So, midway through the second half, we just had the water break, and now Giovanni Lo Celso and Gedson Fernandes, it looks like both of them are coming on. The players going off, Eric Lamela and Steven Bergwijn. Of course, Bergwijn scored the fantastic goal, the only goal of the game so far. And Eric Lamela tonight has just worked his socks off. How he hasn't picked up a yellow card tonight, though, is beyond me. But he always gives his all. He always gives 100%, and he gets it in games like this. And I love that about Lamela. Paul Pogba has just been taken down by Eric Dyer. Manchester United have been awarded a penalty. 80 minutes gone. Bruno Fernandes has picked the ball up.
This is their 16th penalty in all competitions this season.
Do you know, believe it or not, in the 55 times that we have played Manchester United in the Premier League, Tottenham have never ever had a penalty against Manchester United. Now, Hugo Lloris has been playing very well tonight, has made some great saves. Let's hope that he can save this from Fernandes. Come on, Hugo. Come on. Come on. 1-1. I've got Spurs fan Melvin all the way from Malta. Melvin, 1-1 tonight. What did you make of the game?
We were so close. I think we started off with, in a way, a system or a plan. The team looked like they had a plan. And the plan was to play very, very solid and compact and just to break with pace. And if it wasn't for a silly mistake, we would have won and would have been saying, oh, brilliant, 3 points, what we needed, exactly what we needed. But it's a draw. It still keeps us in the race because it's not a loss. Obviously, it's disappointing, the error from Dyer, because he was having a great game prior to that mistake. So,
Steven Bergwijn put us 1-0 up. What do you make of his goal?
Yeah, it's great. He's a signing that we came out of nowhere, and he's had 3 goals at home, I think, against Wolves, City, and now Manchester United. He's been a great signing. He's very explosive, very fast, and I think is a bit stronger than Lucas on the ball, which he adapted to the Premier League much quicker than I thought he would. He fits in. He the style of play. He just gets how we play, and a great goal. Exactly what we needed at the time. Disappointing not to see, for example, Lucas play or maybe to see a bit more effort from Harry, but Harry is coming back from an injury. You have to understand that you have to give the guy time. You have to give him minutes under the belt. From experience, we all know Harry needs like three games to get really, really going until he starts, finding the net. We don't have that many games anyway, so we need him to start scoring yesterday, but we'll take it. The shift that he put in was enough today, I think.
Melvin, what did you make of Jose Mourinho's starting 11? Of course, Toby Alderweireld left out of the team. Eric Dyer taking his place. Tanguy Ndombele didn't feature today, but Lo Celso got some minutes coming on. Lamela looked quite fiery. What did you make of the lineup?
It's probably not the lineup I would have chosen, but it's probably the lineup he'll play next season, because he's going to play with Eric Dyer and Sanchez, who are young players. Yes, there's the experience in Toby, but Toby, we only have him for 1 more year. But because the coronavirus, we don't have 50, 60 million to shell out on centre backs, maybe a free transfer here and there. But in reality, Levy probably told him, this is what you have to work with these guys. And I can see an improvement from February, which I'm very happy about. Yes, I'm disappointed with the draw. Yes, I'm disappointed that we didn't, attack and shoot and play the Pochettino way, but we're playing the Jose Mourinho way, where we sustain their attack and we get that 1-2 goals. If Son's header would have went in, or maybe would have, that penalty would have never conceded, we would have won today. We're still early in the Jose Mourinho era. We're still early into his philosophy, his style of play. And until we get the whole team on board, it's going to take some patience. We need this type of patience. I think we might not make top 4, even though the draw keeps us in the hunt. I don't think, obviously, we need Champions League, to keep us in the best competitions, to earn that revenue too. But even if we don't make it into the Champions League, we still have a good team, a very good squad, and we'll be competing in the other trophies in the leagues. And yes, the draw is disappointing, but I'm happy because I saw an improvement under Jose Mourinho. You could see the passing was better. If you look to a game in February, there was nothing going on. The team was dead. I was excited by today's game, even though Man United were attacking us, I didn't feel like they were going to score for a long time, other than 1 or 2 chances that they had. We held them, we contained them, and they have pace. They have very, very fast players and very good players. They're a very good team. Before they played us, they had 8 or 9 wins out of 11, which is a very good record. And we had the opposite. We had 1 draw or 2 draws out of 5 or 6 games. We were shocking prior to this. So a draw with Manchester United is a positive result, even though we should have won this game. Even though people will see it the other way, United fans will see it all. We should have beat them. But it's a matter of opinion. I think we can see the improvements Jose's made in the team, and he just needs more time. He needs a proper full preseason to embed his philosophy in these players.
Were you surprised to see Tanguy Ndombele on the bench and not in the starting 11? And do you think that he will feature in the West Ham game?
I think Ndombele, everyone when he came in, we thought he's the solution to all the problems we have, but I don't think so. I think he's an investment for the future in Ndombele. I think we need to give him time to adapt, like we gave time to Moussa Sissoko. Sissoko spent 1 or 2 seasons where he wasn't the player he is now. He needs time to adapt to the Premier League. He's still a very young player. The talent is there. The talent is there. It's perhaps maybe the fitness, the run of games, the preseason, the adapting to the speed, the small injuries he had. I'm disappointed. I would have started Ndombele personally, but obviously I don't see him training. Jose sees him training. Jose wanted to play a team with players that he trusts. And he trusted Musa Sissoko and Winks in the middle because they have the most Premier League experience. So Ndombele, until Jose trusts him enough to start him and to win games, I think he will only come off the bench. He will only be a substitute player, maybe if we need a goal, or maybe I would have liked to see him, obviously, because I want to see what a really fully fit Ndombele without injuries would be like, because I don't think we've seen him yet. And we will see him because he's a very talented player. The skills that he does, you don't just learn that from. You either have it or you don't.
Melvin, tonight's game, were you actually happy with the performance and the amount of fight that Tottenham gave? Because today really was a must-win game for us to be in the hunt for that Champions League place, even to finish 4th or 5th. What do you realistically see? Where can Tottenham finish? Can we get a Champions League place, or will it be Europa League, or will it be no European football at all for next season?
What I want to see is improvement from the team. Like, obviously, like every Tottenham fan, we all want Champions League football. We need it. But if we don't get it, at least show me that the team is improving, that there's hope and there's signs of improvement. With Pochettino, when he started, the team wasn't perfect from the beginning. It took time. It took players, for example, to lose League Cup finals to mature and to get better. And it took a long time for Pochettino to embed his philosophy. And I feel that under Mourinho, it's going to take that time as well, like that running in period. And it's not half a season, it's a full season until we're firing on all cylinders. And we either Levy, I think he likes Mourinho and he sees him there for a long time, or for at least the 3 years that he has on his contract. And we need to get on board with his philosophy, his way. It might not be the majestic Tottenham flowing, amazing football that we play, but it will one day it will earn us maybe a trophy. That's my opinion.
Melvin, after today's result, are you confident for the West Ham game next week?
Yes, because we saw signs of improvement from the team. I mean, yes, Sergio Aurier made that that mistake that could have led to a goal, but we saw improvements in the team. We were a bit solid. The passing was a bit better, and against a team like West Ham, who are struggling for relegation, yes, they'll be up for the game, but I think we'll have enough quality to score against them. And I don't think they're going to be as fit as perhaps Tottenham are. Their chairman was talking about scrapping the league and ending it and scrapping relegation. What kind of message does that send to your players? I don't think they're going to be as fit as us or motivated perhaps as us. And I think we'll beat them. By how many goals, I don't know. But I'm fairly confident we'll beat West Ham.
Now, there are quite a lot of Tottenham fans who are criticising Jose Mourinho's style of play. Like even tonight, we had 39% possession at home. Manchester United had 61%. Tottenham had 10 shots to Manchester United 12. Tottenham had 3 shots on target to Manchester United 6. Are you happy with the way that Jose Mourinho sets up and plays his football?
The problem is we keep comparing these performances to when Pochettino was here. We have this mindset that we're going to go and we're going to, I remember playing Everton once and we just scored 4 against them and we completely destroyed them under Pochettino. And I feel that we have this expectation that we're going to go out and do that again, but we're playing under a different manager with a different style. we have different players. We don't have the same players as we had back then. Sadly enough, I wish we still have prime Danny Rose, prime Kyle Walker, prime Moussa Dembele, prime Eriksen. We're still learning to play without an amazing player like Eriksen. Eriksen was such a massive contribution to our team last season, and we're still learning to play without these players under a new style, under a new philosophy. You can't expect these performances that we had under Pochettino. You cannot compare these two managers. You cannot. We have to give the man time. That's what I think.
Melvin, what players really impressed you tonight, and who would you give the man of the match award to?
I was happy with quite a few players, actually. For Steven Bergwijn, obviously, even Dyer was playing well, and the defense was playing well until we made that mistake. I think Lloris made a couple of few saves. I think Bergwijn you have to give it to because of the individual goal. Bergwijn was probably our best player because he just got it in the back of the net. Even Eric Lamela deserves a shout. Because
absolutely, yeah.
Even Eric Lamela deserves a shout. And he's playing for his career, Eric Lamela, because probably Mourinho told him, you have 9 games left to convince me that I'm going to keep you in my team for next season or you're gone. Just simple as that.
Melvin, give me a score prediction for West Ham next week.
I predicted 1-1 today. and I thought I'd be incorrect with 1-1, but it turns out I was right. So I'm going to say 5-1 to Tottenham against West Ham.
And you told me the other day you never ever get predictions right, and you got today. So congratulations. I'm not sure it's the result we wanted, but
If I get 5-1 correct, you owe me a beer next time we meet at the lane.
Oh, absolutely. Melvin, thank you very much, and let's hope that we do get the 3 points next week against West Ham. Come on, you Spurs.
Yes, come on, you Spurs.